One of my favorite cereals is Fruity Pebbles, and so today we're gonna be making Fruity Pebble rainbow cake, and it's actually super easy to do. First things first, we're gonna have to make the cake batter. So into a bowl, we're gonna be adding 1 cup of all-purpose flour, half a cup of granulated sugar, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 2 whole eggs, and watch, I'm gonna crack these and break them with 1 hand each. Oh boy, oh no. Brian, are you cool with, you're not cool with shells in your cake?
Steven might be.
Oh, Steven, I got a shell cake for you.
Thanks, Pat.
And half a cup of whole milk. Now we're going to give that a good whisk until well incorporated. You're probably sitting there thinking to yourself, where's the color, Pat? We saw color in the intro, I don't see color now. This is where we add in the food coloring. So I'm gonna start off with the first color. What should it be? Brian, tell me.
Red.
We're gonna first start with red. That is vibrant. So now I'm using food coloring gel, not liquid. It just gives it that vibrant, beautiful color. Now this wouldn't be a Fruity Pebble cake without Fruity Pebbles. We're gonna go ahead and put in about a cup of Fruity Pebbles and gently fold that in. Now into a 7-inch baking pan, we're gonna go ahead and pour in our cake batter. We got a red colored cake. Now I gotta repeat this process 5 more times to get all the colors of the rainbow. The next color we're gonna be doing is blue, green, orange, yellow, purple. Ooh, we have all the colors ready and they look absolutely amazing. I've been preheating the oven at 350 degrees and now we're gonna just pop these in for about 30 to 40 minutes. If you're liking this video, make sure to like it. Guys, the cake is officially ready. Oh, this looks perfect. Look at the color. Now I'm just gonna let these fully cool down before we start cutting into them. Oh, those look gorgeous. Now the way I'm gonna take this out, I'm gonna run a butter knife at the edge of my baking pan. And all I'm gonna do is just flip it, lift it up, boom, perfect. And then just take off that parchment paper on the bottom. There it is. Super simple. Fantastic. Look how beautiful these look. Now we're gonna cut the tops to even them out so we can start stacking them on top of each other. I'm using this wire cake cutter. If you don't have this, you could totally use a bread knife. It'll still do the same job, but this just keeps it super even. The colors just look insane, so vibrant. Now we wanna frost the cake, and to keep the process super easy, I'm just gonna be using store-bought frosting. Not gonna go ahead and make something. If you want to, you totally can, but I have a little life hack for these that I'm gonna show you now. It's super simple. We're gonna be adding our frosting into a bowl. With a hand mixer, we're gonna be whipping our frosting. What this does is it allows air to get into the frosting and it makes it actually super smooth and makes your cake look even better. We're officially ready to start stacking our cake. I'm gonna be starting off with purple, and to that I'm gonna be adding frosting on just this layer. And we wanna make this as even as possible. Don't be afraid to put a generous amount. This is what is gonna be in between the layers. So I'm gonna stack the other cake, and now I'm just gonna press it down so it really sticks together here. And as same as before, we're gonna put a generous amount of frosting on top of that cake. And now we're just gonna repeat this process for all the layers. Now for the last layer, we're not gonna place it down like this. We're gonna flip this and place it down. This is to help make sure everything is just rounded off and even. In order to frost our cake properly, the first thing we're gonna do is what's called a crumb coat. And that just basically means we're gonna be putting a thin layer of frosting all around our cake to just keep the crumbs inside. So what I'm doing right here is I'm just using this long plastic piece to just even up the sides here. Once you get your crumb coat, we're gonna go ahead and pop this into the fridge for about 30 minutes to an hour.
1 hour later.
And after about an hour, the frosting has set. And now we're just gonna wanna layer it one more time with frosting, and this should be super clean and smooth. Okay, now I'm just taking my time to like really smooth out the edges, smooth out the top. It might not look perfect, but that's totally fine because we're going for a homemade look anyways. You could decorate your cake however you like. One idea is putting Fruity Pebbles on the edge of your cake, but we're gonna do something a little different here. In this piping bag, I have 2 different colors and I'm gonna be putting it around my cake. Let's just see how it looks. This is actually looking super dope. We got that Fruity Pebble color on the top going. Let's just finish it up. I just had a stroke of genius. I'm gonna be putting Fruity Pebbles on the side of my cake. Let's just see how it goes. It's gonna be messy, but worth it. All right, it's working, guys. I'm gonna just cover the whole cake with Fruity Pebbles. The beauty about cake decorating is that once you have a blank canvas, it's your time to just experiment, do whatever you guys like. You guys could get creative. You don't have to follow what I'm doing, or you can, and then come up with different ideas as you're decorating the cake. It's officially my favorite part of the video, the taste test. I gotta get all the colors here. All of them, okay. Oops. Oh my God. Sorry, this is what excitement leads to. A big old mess. What is wrong with this fork? All right, I'm ditching the fork. I'm going with the spoon. Let's try this out. Boom. Let's go. Oh, that makes me so happy. I absolutely love Fruity Pebbles. This is probably the best cake I've ever had. I'll see you guys in the next one.